What do you want? You want some liver treats? Okay, here you go. We'll take those. Savory Sativa Crepes. Crepes? Crepes. Sorry?
What?
It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday on the Edibles Club. I think I just made that worse. I think I made my glasses dirtier. But that's okay. It's okay. We're good?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I'm going to wait for you to come in. And while we're waiting, I'm going to grate some cheese. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, I don't think I found the wooden thing. What did I do with that? What did I do with it? I don't think I didn't put it in here. Yeah, I can't find the wooden stick that you twist. So that kind of makes this pan hard. I don't know if my wrist is strong enough to do that, which sucks. I can't believe I can't find it. That's okay. We're going to grate cheese. I'm going to maybe miraculously find that tool. Maybe I broke it. I think I broke it. Because here's the top part of it. Oh boy.
Is it just screw together?
Yeah. Oh, I think I found it. Oh shit. Oh my god. Sorry, you guys. Clearly I need more space. Okay. I found it. This is that thing. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart while we're doing this. But you know what I'm going to do, actually? I don't mind that this is broken. Because I'm going to soak it. I wonder if I soak it. I feel like if I soak it like that and I pull it apart, the thing won't go in the hole. So when you use one of these wooden things, you gotta get it soaked. Okay? Is it up on Patreon?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool. Don't worry. It's, it's Saturday. We're letting people come in. I hope people know that we're doing this today. I tried to warn people about it. I told Courtney in New Zealand.
Who's here on Wednesday knows.
Right, I said 1:20 on Saturday. It's early. What time is it?
1:05. 15 minutes early.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to grate some cheese. Either way, Winslow, we're going to eat some crepes. So it's all good. They can watch it later. If they didn't catch the live this Saturday, we'll see them next Saturday. Hopefully they get the program. Oh my God, she's so cute. You're a pretty dog. Yes. This is some Gruyere cheese. Go lay down, Bonbon. Go lay down. No, now she's going to come over to me and start twirling. Yeah, I see you twirling. I told you she'd just come right over and twirl. You want some cheese? Un petit peu. Un petit peu de fromage. De fromage. I want to show people her twirl. How do we do that without fucking it up? Dogs can have cheese. If you didn't know, it's fine. I'm just grating some cheese for later, just to be prepared. No one's here. Is there something wrong?
No, there's 5 people here, but nobody has said anything yet.
There's 5 people here and no one's saying anything? Okay. Just watch me then. Just watch. Watch. Oh, wait. I see a comment.
Oh, new people. We've got Coda and Ursulicious. What a name. Or Marvin.
Coda and Ursulicious?
Yeah, Ursulicious Marvin.
Ursulicious Norman?
Marvin.
Marvin. I love it. That's a great
Marvin
name.
says they're Ofom Dab from Patreon.
They're Ofom Dab from Patreon in the group chat. Okay, gotcha. All the names, sometimes it confuses me. I'm like, who am I talking to right now?
And then Coda from Montana.
Coda from Montana?
Yeah.
I love that we're all over the place. We got Courtney in New Zealand. We've got Coda in Montana. I love it. I don't know. I was going to list some other people. There's Lauren in Florida. There's Kathy. I think Kathy's in Massachusetts. There's, all sorts. We got people everywhere. Club all over the world. We're going slow today because we're going to let people come into the club. Do that. Put the chilies in there. No more cheese for you, Bonbon. No more cheese for you. This is not it's not the Bonbon snack factory, okay? Go lay in your bed and I'll give you cheese. Okay. So, I don't know, I just grated a little bit of Gruyere. I got this fancy ham, Jambon de Paris, if you want to show people. That looks good. So, I don't know. We're going. We're doing it. We're doing the whole thing. We'll start when it's 4:20. I'm kind of hungry. Are you hungry?
A little bit.
Oh, shit. I forgot this pan was on. This just has some olive oil in it. I'm going to saute us some spinach to add to our... Ow! Splash myself with oil. That was stupid. I'm going to saute this baby spinach. Take out any not so nice pieces. I'm just going to cook it all up. Okay, let me try. Okay, Bonbon. Okay, come here. Okay, come here. Okay. Can you stay in your bed? Yes. Oops. Okay.
We're trying to get Bonbon to stay in her bed, but she will not.
No. Okay. No, she's not into it right now. We can't force her. She's her own woman. Okay, I'm just sauteing the spinach because, A, I need to use it up, and we're going to have it for breakfast. Or brunch, whatever the hell. I guess brunch at this time. And you can blanch it too if you want. I just didn't want to boil water. I'm just getting it all prepped for when we start making these crepes. Whoops. And spinach, it all cooks down, so Just making sure there's no wilty ones in there. It all looks good to me. Spinach. And goodbye. Love that. So that's gonna go on top of the savory crepes once we're done. But this recipe whips up pretty quickly. We're gonna make it in a blender. It uses buckwheat flour, which has a lot of fiber in it, and it is gluten-free, but this also has all-purpose flour. I'm sure you can use the one-to-one gluten-free flour if you wanted to. Let me know when it's 420, Winslow.
Yep.
I'm gonna put this back here in case we need more cheese, but I think we're good for now. We'll decide.
Eddie's here.
Hi, Eddie. Welcome to the live. We started a little early. I grated some cheese. I'm sauteing some spinach.
Did you tell Eddie about the YouTube chat?
Did you save the YouTube chat? Oh, will you tell him? Make an announcement.
Yeah, hey Eddie. Eddie, about the YouTube chat, YouTube won't show the chat replay until like 24 hours later because it has to process it. So if you go look at the old videos, you can see the chat, but like immediately after we stream, it's not available.
For 24 hours?
Something like that.
Okay. That's cool. Thank you for looking into that. Okay, so, and I don't want like wet, soggy spinach on my crepes because we want these crepes to be crispy crepes. So, you know, if you put wet on crispy, you get soggy. That's what happens. So we'll squeeze out the moisture from the spinach before we put it on. And Winslow speaks French fluently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Still? Good. And I do not. Even though I took, how many years of French? At least a few.
Oh, it suggested you pull the shade down a little bit. It's kind of bright.
How's that?
Yeah.
Too backlit? Is that better? You want to see my face? I'm smoking some pot. Radical herbs. I don't know what strain. Let's see. This is Funky Charms Indica from Radical Herbs. Oh, Radical Herbs. It was like small buds. Really well priced. $24 for an eighth. Not bad. Is that because it's outdoor, Winslow? That it's so cheap?
Yeah, it's good. Northern California outdoor. Their farm is beautiful.
I love the flavor of it, and it smokes really well. I just was like shocked by the price. Not complaining. Very happy. My mom's drinking water. Go lay in your bed. I gave you enough treats. You know she's going to get some ham before the day is done. She's going to try that Parisian ham because she's, you know. You ever see those videos where people like make a full-on whatever it is for their dog? I'm not going to do that for Bon Bon, but I watch like 2 seconds of it and then I don't know, it kind of depresses me. Okay.
Bridget says hello from Vermont.
Hi, Bridget in Vermont. How are you doing? I love Vermont. Great watering holes during the summer to jump into and go swimming. Great dairy farms. I love it. My glasses are really not clean.
Madame Dram is here. She says she's at a cannabis cup right now.
Cannabis cup? Where? Madame Dram?
Yeah.
Where is this cannabis cup? That's cool. I never know what's going on with the events. I should know more events happening. Like, I know Hall of Flowers is happening, and she's so funny. She just wants attention.
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. That's cool. All right, that's better. Woo. Okay, I can see. I don't like to wear contacts all the time because our eyes like to breathe, you know? Okay, I'm just letting the spinach kind of cook down, wilt down. I just put a little bit of oil in the pan, and we're going to make these crepes as soon as it's 4:20. We still have time, right?
3 minutes.
3 minutes? Okay. I'm not giving you nothing. Okay. Before we start, what should we infuse with? Now, I have some of this. This is this hash, the Nasha. This was a keef, an unpressed hash, which is just keef, right? So Michelle had posted in the group chat asking about keef butter. And I love cooking with concentrates. You just have to know which ones need to be decarbed and which ones don't. So keef and hash. Hash is keef. Not all keef. Not all keef is hash, but all hash is keef.
I think they're just separate. They're just two
separate things.
Yeah.
But keef becomes hash.
Sure. But keef refers to like just
the dry
powder,
sift,
right? Yeah.
the powder. Or what is collected in the bottom of a grinder. There you go. This is unpressed hash. And I had decarbed it, so we could use this to infuse the crepes. This is Nasha. I know one of our members got some Nasha to use. So I decarbed this in the oven, 240.
Oh, by the way, Stuart says hi.
Hi, Stuart. I wonder if anyone's going to be making these with me. What strain is this? Oh, this is Sherbert Haze Green. Come on. Come here. You want to say hi? She wants to say hi. She keeps on bugging me. I'm not giving you more cheese. No. No more cheese for the bonbon. Okay? Say hi. Say hi. Okay, can you go sit in your bed? Can you go sit in your bed? Okay, leave me alone. So I have that, and then I have the temple ball. And then I have that Radical Herbs flour. I could use that too. We could decarb that too. So let me know in the chat what you think we should use to infuse. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did.
Stuart says use the Nasha, but both the keef and the temple ball are from Nasha.
No, the temple ball is from Revive.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
And it's sour diesel. Sift hash.
All right, you got 2 votes for keef right now.
For this?
Yeah.
Great. It's already decarbed. So it's just whether you wanted to watch me decarb again or if you want me to go straight from this. And we can look at the potency here. This is, and I'm sure they'll decarb a little bit more when the crepes are cooking in the pan. You know, like the pan's going to get it hot. So you'll have a little bit of decarboxylation there. So if I didn't decarb this all the way, hopefully that carries it over. I don't mind a little THCA. I like to eat a lot. So I'm always happy when it's not as strong as I was expecting it to be, which doesn't really happen that often. Other than the frosting, I will tell you the frosting from the carrot cake, I just took like fruit and dipped it. I might make some more just to do that. I bought another package of cream cheese. Like I might just make more fruit. It's like a fruit dip. I love it. Anyway, this was 622 milligrams of THCA. I think we said it was going to be 500 after decarb, which makes sense. 620, what's 20% of 600? So, well, technically it would be 124, right? So 620 minus 622 minus 124 would be about 500 milligrams after decarb. This recipe makes about a dozen crepes. So that would be a gram, 500 milligrams into a dozen is too much.
You've got 2 votes now saying, show us how to decarb.
I'm going to use this and I'm going to show you how to decarb, okay? And let's do a different way because I don't want to wait for the temple ball to decarb before we start cooking.
Say hi to Jesse.
Hi, Jesse. Hi. Welcome to the live stream. So these come in, most of the time concentrates will come in these glass jars. And at 240 or 220 for more viscous concentrates like rosin and sauce and things like that. I do a lower temperature. Some people go even lower than that. They'll decarb at 180. They're really trying to preserve the terpenes. People decarb concentrates that low, like the concentrates in your vape cartridge, those are decarbed. So they decarb that at the manufacturer and they do a really low temperature because they're trying to preserve the terpenes in the rosin or the sauce or whatever it is, right? So rosin vapes, I feel like, are very popular.
I'll say hi to Natalie.
Hi, Natalie. So I have this little bit of temple ball. I might even save I don't want to decarb it all right now. Well, I guess I could. I'll save it because I feel like you guys like to watch me decarb. Or I can go buy another one.
No.
Let's go buy another one. Cornerstone doesn't mind. Okay, so I could put this in parchment. It'll melt like this, and I can scrape it off. The keef doesn't melt. It didn't melt as much as this temple ball does. And then if you watch the carrot cake live, sometimes I take the parchment paper and I put it in the oil to totally get it off the paper. I'm going to decarb this in this jar and I'll show you. Let's preheat the oven. 240.
Say hi to Kathy and Jen S.
Hi, Kathy and Jen, some of my OG members. So, you should put the camera on, like, the rug so they can see her. I don't know, she'll probably stop as soon as, but just put it kind of in the center maybe and we can catch her. Maybe like toward, I don't know.
She's gonna move as soon as
You think? We'll wait for her to get tired. She's throwing a toy around. Eventually we're gonna get Bonbon another friend. Okay, so I just took let me show you what I did. We got this glass, right? Pretty thick glass. So we're okay putting this in the oven. I put a little bit of tin foil on it just to kind of protect it from blasts of heat. And we're going to decarb it just like this. Okay? Put it in I'll put a tray down in my oven. Maybe not that one. This is dirty. It's still preheating, so just let it preheat. But we're gonna cook with the already decarbed keef, okay, that I did in parchment paper. And this will just disappear into the oil. This is the 1/4 cup of neutral oil. You can use canola, you can use vegetable, you can use avocado oil. Just as long as it doesn't have a flavor. Now, Courtney, if you're here, I don't know, it's early in New Zealand, but I know you made coconut oil. I don't know, because coconut oil is not always liquid at room temperature. It might not work in this recipe unless you use a very small amount of it and you melt it into some neutral oil. But you can infuse neutral oil with flour very easily. Just decarb your flour in the oven. I usually do 245 for 30 to 40 minutes, and then I take it out and I'll heat up the oil in the oven to 240 as well, and I'll infuse it for, I'll have to check my recipe in my cookbook, but I think I say for 30, maybe less time. I have to look at 30 minutes. Do 30 minutes and I'll get back to you on that, because I want to make sure I'm quoting my cookbook correctly. It'd be nice to like have it right. There we go. Nice to have it like right there. So into the oven. I did find with my lab testing that convection makes it happen faster, but I haven't run testing for hash, so we're not going to put the fan on. We'll just leave it like that. This is some batter that I made earlier. I'm just stirring it. Okay, so 12. Did we divide 500 by 12? Thanks, Winslow. What's the chat saying?
Well, Eddie says Saturday's a hit. Everybody's here.
Great.
500 over 12 is 41.5.
So 41 if we use a whole gram. So half a gram would be 20. A quarter of a gram would be 10. And a eighth of a gram would be 5. What do you feel like?
You probably want to eat more than one crepe, so
Right,
I think
I
5.
do.
Yeah.
Let's do 5. So like, all right, let's see if we can get this. Get a jewelry scale. I feel like a jewelry scale is great. I like this scale, but I think sometimes for really small amounts. All right, there we go. Let's try this. Oh, I made it freeze. I'm gonna turn this off.
Michelle's here.
Hi, Michelle. Do. All right. So Michelle, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I want to eat a lot of crepes. We're only going to do like 0.125. Yeah, we're going to do that much. All right, my friends. You know, it's bouncing around because it's one, I'm breathing on it. And anyway, so then I take this oil that's feeling a little warm, and you see, oh wait, was it better here? It's better there. Oops, I'm spilling it on my, so the hash just kind of melts right into it. Probably heated this up more than I needed to, but that'll cool it down. Okay, so our hash. Michelle, did you see how easily that key for, it was unpressed hash is what it was called on the label, aka keef. It just melts in if you heat up your oil a little bit, heat up some butter a little bit. Once you've decarbed your concentrate, and some concentrates come decarbed, you just have to homogenize it, mix it thoroughly into whatever fat you're using. I found with alcohol, it floats. They don't dissolve in alcohol. It especially depends on the water, like the alcohol content. Pure ethanol, I'm sure they will dissolve, but pure ethanol, you can't really, people don't have access to that. So we got fat. I love it. Who doesn't love fat? What's up?
Natalie says it's always amazing how little hash you need.
Well, that's like, my friend was reading the book. My friend Nina was an editor for NPR for many years, so she loves cookbooks, and so she read over the book. And she's like, "Are you sure about these numbers?" I'm like, Yeah, I mean, it depends on the potency of the hash. It depends on the potency of flour, whatever you're using. But for the most part, you don't really need that much. And because I'm not dosing it so that I can only eat one crepe or even two crepes. Like, ideally, I can eat three if I want to. And if I want to get more high, or if I know someone has a higher tolerance, like Kathy, one of our members, Kathy, she can eat like hundreds of milligrams, like respect. I can't do that. So, like for Kathy, I would say, and I have said, like, she knows for her, I'm going to use this much concentrate. I'm going to use like, instead of using an eighth of a gram of hash, I'm going to use a whole gram and have each crepe be 40 milligrams each. So when I have three, it's 120 milligrams. That's what works for her. For most people, that would knock them on their ass. So I'm always kind of trying to show people how to have a light touch, and have a good time, eat more, smoke, because an edible high is a real commitment, and it feels good, but then when it feels bad, it feels real bad. So let's just, it's not because I don't know how. I can fuck you up. Don't worry. I'm just like, trying to be responsible. There's a liability to making edibles and dosing people because, if they have a bad time, who are they going to point the finger at? Okay, I'm just getting my blender. We're going to have fun now. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh my God. If there's not like a little bit of chaos, it's not the Edibles Club. Okay. You don't need a fancy Vitamix. I actually got this one pretty cheap at Target. We didn't want it to be in the way. I see some comments. I don't know what people are saying. I'm going to get an iPad soon. I'm sorry. I just haven't had time.
Yeah, people are agreeing that 5 milligrams is a good dose for them, but Michelle is saying she takes 70 milligrams of RSO twice a day, so she's up
she's up there. I know, Michelle. You probably look at me like, but some people can drink 6 cups of coffee and feel nothing. Some people have like a sip of caffeine and they're jittery and shitting their pants. So we're all different, and it's not, for me at least, it's not like a competition. It's about education and making sure that everybody knows their options, has a good time, gets stoned. Michelle, I'd say use a whole gram. And if you're using RSO in this recipe, like skip the whole decarb process. You can just take your warm oil and mix it into your oil. And I'd use usually RSO is about 80, 90% THC?
70 to 90.
70 to 90. So 700 to 900 milligrams per gram. So that put 900 divided by 12 is a lot more. Bon, I'm not giving you any cheese, especially if you jump on me. So there you go. Just put more. We're not going to put that much, but everyone's different, and this is the Edibles Club. We want to represent everybody. Okay, let's make this recipe. Buckwheat crepes. Okay, my mom used to make crepes all the time, but she would do sweet crepes. So we have half a cup of all-purpose flour. I'm going to put that, I wonder if I can, put that into our blender. I probably shouldn't have put the dry ingredients first, but that's okay. Let's put a cup of whole milk. Oh, I guess you can't. Let me put it so they can see. I think that's good. This is 3/4 of a cup or 111 grams of buckwheat flour. This is 1/4 cup of water. I'm doing, if you're not going to use the Everclear, just replace it with a tablespoon of water, or just do 1/3 cup of water. I'm doing 2 tablespoons of Everclear. You can use other alcohols too if you wanted. I just find that crepes they crisp up more when I put some alcohol because it's more volatile than water, so it gets crispier in the pan. I've tried it both ways. And then this is our infused oil going in. Okay, make sure you get all of that. So, you know, in case the hash is stuck at all, but it should be blended nicely in with the oil. And then 1/2 teaspoon of our kosher salt. Oh yeah, ha, duh. 3 eggs. Boop.
Natalie says alcohol in your pie crust for a flakier crust.
Yes, because it doesn't create gluten. It gives you more liquid, so you have more liquid without the water, which creates gluten when you mix it with flour. So instead of, we still have a loose batter, but it won't produce as much gluten. Okay, so let's turn this on. Start kind of low. And just let it go. And then I like to come in and scrape, because sometimes like the flour and stuff gets stuck to the sides or on the bottom, because I shouldn't have put the flour first. But I did. That's okay. Oh yeah, I'm going to get it all. Don't worry.
Lindsay's here.
Hi, Lindsay. We're doing a French recipe. Lindsay is a Francophile. She loves France. And I'm sure that you're going to love this recipe. This is like a classic Parisian street food, right, Winslow?
Yeah, I think it's more popular in the West in France.
Oh, it's more popular in the West.
I think so. We should fact check
Uh-oh. Oh, look who hit her mark. Winslow. Okay. Let's turn this back on for a second. Okay, done.
Yeah, you can get buckwheat crepes all over France, but they're known to be a thing from Brittany, which is on the west side.
Brittany, yes. That's where, was it Gauguin that painted the countryside there. It's one of my, if anyone's into art history, let me know if I'm right about that. Before it was Gauguin, because he went to the islands after. Look up Gauguin and Brittany. It might be Breton. Gauguin is Gauguin. Right? UIN, yeah. Brittany. Am I the wrong artist? A Farm in Brittany, yeah. No, it's right. No, there's more. He did a series of paintings of like, it became a tourist attraction, the kind of the old way of life there with the white hats and, not hats, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting into fucking art history bullshit that probably no one cares about. But he eventually went to the islands where Van Gogh was, and they used to be really competitive. That's your art history lesson for the day.
Michelle said bon appetit.
Michelle said bon bon appetit. Yeah, bon bon appetit is Bonbon's handle on Instagram. If anyone wants to follow her there, she is also on Instagram. I need to post more on her account. Okay, so I'm just going to pour this into a container. You need to let your batter rest and fully hydrate and just kind of chill out in the fridge. It just does something to it, okay? At least for a couple hours. Sometimes you can just leave it overnight. Honestly, what I do is I have a sourdough pancake batter in there right now, protein sourdough pancake batter. I'll put this in there and I'll just like every morning make myself a crepe from this and it'll last a few days, you know, 2 or 3. So I just put it, just want to wipe this out because I just grabbed it from the drawer. Pour it in here. I can put it into, I should have put it into Tupperware, but I didn't do that.
You got everybody talking about art history now.
What are they saying?
Eddie says the greatest names in the history of 19th and 20th century have been seduced by Brittany.
Brittany, yes. So he was specifically painting. It was kind of an interesting thing that he was painting because he's painting like this tourist attraction that kind of happened where like kind of this older style of living, they would do it not because they were still living that way, but because people would come to the area to see that way of dressing and that way of life. And so he would paint it probably to make money off of that too from the tourists. So just interesting.
Stuart says he likes the Impressionists. Michelle says she likes to draw Disney animals. Is that historic?
Yeah, the Impressionists were... You know what? I don't really care about the Impressionists. You used to say about the Impressionists, good from far, far from good. That's kind of a bitchy thing to say. It's a snobby thing.
I like the Impressionists too.
I do too. It's really beautiful. You know what I mean? I thought, Seurat with divisionism was cool, or pointillism, whatever you want to call it. And I liked the surrealists. I liked De Chirico. I always thought his paintings were so fucking creepy.
Oh yeah, I like Magritte a lot.
Yeah, Magritte was really good. Dali was kind of a fraud, but whatever, in my opinion. But who cares? Who cares? We care about crepes. That's what we care about. What's everyone saying?
Michelle wants to draw Bonbon next, but she needs a good photo.
Okay, we can get you. Don't worry, Michelle. We can get you a good photo of Bonbon. She's out exploring the garden right now. I had to block off this whole section because remember the other time we were live and I was like, where'd Bonbon go? And then she kind of like popped up out of nowhere. I know where she went. She found a way up, and then she likes to go to my neighbor's yard where the coyotes are, and I'm like, you are not allowed there. So I had to block all of that off. I'm like, you're like a rabbit for them, you know? Okay, so listen. Okay, I don't want any judgment on my crepes right now because it is a journey and we will get to the destination that we need to get to, but it might take me a few attempts. Most likely it will. I've heated up my pan. I'm trying to decide if I want to grease it at all. Not very much if I do. Sometimes I work with a dry pan. I should get a plate for us.
Yeah, like Lindsay says, the first one or two are always a burner.
Yeah, they're always like, and then we'll decide if I want to keep trying with the stick, if it's too difficult, or if we'll do it by twirling. Okay, so then I want to take a quarter. I want them to be about the same size, you know. So this has been sitting overnight, or not overnight, but all morning. I put too much buckwheat flour in it, so I might have to loosen it. I made a mistake, but that's okay. I don't think it'll be an issue. Something always has to go wrong with me. I wanted a quarter cup, not a full cup. 1 second. How the fuck did I make all these dishes? Oh my god. Ah! Okay, quarter cup. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Okay, let me get a plate too. I gotta get a plate. Will this be big enough? We'll put it on that for now. Okay. I'm scared. I get nervous doing this. Okay. Can you see the pan? Yes. We're going to move this. We got our wet stick. It fell. Okay. Our pan is hot. We're going to pour, and we're going to go working relatively quickly, trying. Spreading it not into a nice circle, but I tried and I failed. That's okay. That's okay. It's the first one. It's the first one. I got to work faster. Okay? I got to work faster. So just be patient. Let it cook up. Got to work faster. I got nervous. We're just going to let it do its thing. I'm not going to put cheese and stuff on this one because I feel like it's a throwaway crepe. Not a throwaway, but not a finished crepe. And then I wanted to, you know what, there's just always going to be some noise with whatever I'm doing. That crepe is probably done. But I want a plate that's big enough to put it on. And none of my pans are except for this pizza pan. And that's what we're going to put it on. Oh, see, it's already flipping up. Okay, let's see. And of course I dropped that. That's okay, we don't need it. That's a nice crepe. So, I don't know, like, I'm just going to try it. I'm going to eat it. Okay. Because we have to, like, put the... I'm a good cook. Sorry. Like, you know. Anyway. We need to put the cheese on while it's in the pan. But then I need to have, we kind of have our spinach ready. I need to squeeze out the spinach. Now, I didn't put very much hash into these at all. So, this is just some sauteed spinach. So I'm getting all of my pieces of this ready to go. Like I said, we don't want to make crispy crepes and then put soggy spinach on it. I'm going to turn off the crepe pan because you know what? I didn't season that spinach, so put some salt.
Eddie asked, do you recommend chopping the spinach so it's easier to cut the crepe?
Yeah, we can chop up the spinach. That's not a bad idea. Now you can poach an egg. I'm going to fry one. These are good. See how thin?
Oh, yeah.
That's how it should be. Okay. Yum. See, Michelle? You see how easily I ate that crepe?
Delicious D is here.
Hi, Delicious D. The buckwheat is so nice. I just want my eggs to be ready and all of that to be ready when we make this next crepe because we're going to plate it. I don't think we need this. I'm just going to plate them. Yum. I'm going to fry an egg. You know what? Let me show you that here.
Natalie asked, what happened to the cannolis from a few months ago?
The what?
Cannolis?
So I'm supposed to make cannolis? We'll make them. We'll make them. That's a cannoli are really for the holiday season. It's not, I couldn't fry. There's no way in hell I was going to be frying anything over the last couple of months because it's been so hot in LA. We got a little bit of a break from the heat, but usually we still have heat until like into October. So as soon as all of that's done, then we'll make some cannoli. Don't worry. There's time. Okay, so this pan's nice and hot. The thing when you're using stainless steel, you have to see how I let it heat up for a bit. I'm going to put a little bit of oil to fry this egg. And I just don't want it to stick. You just have to properly heat your pan so that eggs don't stick.
Natalie says she thought that the cannolis were on a pole, but also her and Eddie want a pie for the holidays.
A pie? Yeah, we can do a pie for the holidays, no problem. Oh, look at it, it did stick. Come on. Do this. No, we'll just let it sit a little longer. A little more butter. When in doubt, butter. I don't love over easy eggs. Or sunny side up eggs. I'm gonna be real with you. It's not my fave.
Well, for the crepe, it's kind of aesthetic to have the yolk in the middle.
That's fine. I'm just gonna cook the white around the yolk because I'm not into eating jiggly fucking egg. Sorry. I need a little bit more butter. More burr. Do you see what I'm doing? But I want to keep that aesthetic. If I baste over the yolk, it'll turn it white. So we'll keep it sunny side up, but not yucky.
Lindsay says you need another holiday contest, and she remembers the gingerbread house from a while back.
I need another what?
Holiday contest.
Oh, the spooky squash. The spooky squash contest that was funny. Actually, this needs to. You know what you can also do? Just use a non-stick pan. Don't fuck it up like I did. We might fry another egg if it doesn't want to come off easily, and use my cast iron. It's seasoned better. There we go. It just got caught a little bit. Okay, that's not totally how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I did it. Woo! Fuck! I burnt my hand and it flipped. Ah! I'm doing it again. This will be the non-aesthetic egg, but we need one that's like perfect. And this is my last egg, so I better do it right. But now the pan's nicely seasoned, and there's a ton of fat in it. You see how it's got lots of fat, so it shouldn't stick. All right. Pop, pop, pop. And then now this hash is ready to go. Let's show you it. It'll be all melted. You remember it was a temple ball. Sorry, got distracted, as I do. See? It got all melty. That looks good. I'm gonna pick it up, but I need the cloth because it's a little warm. Oop, turn this off. Can you see it? Ooh. I never know which way to turn it. Sorry, my rag is dirty. It just got all melted, you know? It's no longer a ball. Ooh, hot. And if you use it, or when I use it, I'll just do what I did with the other keef and just melt it into some warm oil. Weigh it out first. Okay, this egg looks better. Okay, this is our egg. Don't fucking flip it in the pan, Vanessa. I know. Listen, Winslow. It's always a risky situation with me. Okay. But you see how it's like sliding around in there? Because the pan was nice and hot and nicely greased, and I'm going to put it on some of this to soak up some of that grease. Okay, so now we have all of our components. We can move forward. Onward. Oh, and I got the fancy ham. Let's open that. Why are you sitting there, Bonbon? Oh, wait, no. Easy open. Look at this, Vanessa. Don't cut it. Okay, we have our ham. We have our egg. We have the batter, and we're ready to make a good crepe. This is going to be the one. This is going to be the one. I can do it. It's going to happen. Just a little bit of butter, not too much. Just so it doesn't stick.
Are you gonna fry the ham?
Oh, should I fry it?
A little bit, yeah.
I don't fucking know. I don't buy fancy French ham.
Eddie, I think it fried a little bit.
I mean, in Canada, I would fry the Canadian ham all the time, but it said it's from Paris. I didn't want to. Okay, so I'm just going to use that same pan that I fried the egg in, right? And
just a little fried.
He wants a little fried, just so it's not all like cold and wet. Want it a little crispy.
Yeah.
got a plate here. I have some chives from my garden. I have to kind of pick through them because some of them, you know, but I'll just take some scissors to it. Let's put some, like one piece of ham, you think, per crepe?
Yeah.
Right?
Under the egg.
Yeah. Over the cheese. Woo! Under the egg and over the cheese.
Lindsay is impressed at how long your hair is.
My hair is so long right now. It's cuckoo crazy, but that's okay. We're living for it. Let's make this crepe happen. Turn that off. Ham is ready. Okay, Vanessa, you can do this. You can do this. Don't let the crepes get the best of you. Okay, your stick is nice and wet. Ooh, your pan is nice and hot. Let's make sure that's not too hot. You see me procrastinating because I'm nervous? Okay, you can do it. You can do it. The right hand. Okay. Go quickly. And nope. Don't fuck it up now. Oops, we fucked it up a little bit, Winslow. Okay, it's okay. I got a little nervous. Could be worse. That was crepe 2. It's not that bad. It's not great. Should we do another one? Whatever. We'll do this. I only got 1 egg though. You don't need.
You can just do a ham and cheese one.
Do a ham and cheese. Okay, we'll do this one ham and cheese. I'll give this one to you, okay?
All right.
He's like, yeah, no problem. I don't know if that's too much cheese, but that looks about right to me. We're going to let the cheese melt on the crepe. Crepe. Let it get crispy. This was requested by Winslow. He's like, you know what would be great? Crepes. And I was like, you got it. He's like, but savory. And I was like, okay. Whatever Winslow wants.
I haven't had one of these in over 10 years, so I'm excited.
Well, I don't think it's going to live up to France, but, you know, I'm trying. I got buckwheat flour and everything. I just like to let it kind of go for a minute, though, because, like, it gets nice and crispy. And then we're going to take this ham.
Lindsay asked if you can pour the batter from the outside in, but I've never seen people do it that way. You always start in the center.
From the center. I'll get better at it. I'm just nervous, so I'm hesitating. You got to work quickly, because as the batter starts to cook, you want to be spreading it thin. Yeah. So if I hesitate too much, which I did, but this is going to be great. Let it go a little longer. Let me get this thing. I dropped this on the floor, so I just want to give it, really not supposed to wash wood.
Natalie asked me what the most popular crepe flavor is in France. Well, the most popular crepes are definitely like street sweet crepes with Nutella. I would say that's Nutella crepe, maybe a little whipped cream is the most popular. But the buckwheat crepes, I've only ever had 1 or 2, and I remember they had like a fried egg, a piece of ham.
That might have been a little too much cheese, but I don't know yet.
And the buckwheat crepes are always savory. The straight flour crepes are the sweet ones.
Yeah. I wonder, you could do like mushrooms. Oh, did you want some spinach in this?
Sure.
Yeah, I was supposed to chop the spinach. Chop the spinach per Eddie's request. Let's do that. Try not to burn the crepe. So just run my knife through this. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, just a quick do-do-do. Oop, let's not burn that. We let it get crispy. Ooh, get off. That's the cheese. Some of it got stuck. And then you're supposed to take it like, this plate might not be right, but we'll do.
Marvin says brulee sugar and a squeeze of lemon. I've never heard of that, but it sounds great.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. I'm just gonna put a little bit of spinach. I don't think that's too much. Bump, bump, bump. It's a little messy, Winslow, but it's crispy. I'll make another one. Encore. I don't know if like you put hot sauce on it or anything, or
I mean,
what?
you can kind of do whatever you want. There's no rules.
No rules. If you want hot
There's
sauce.
tradition, but no rules.
Oh, I forgot the chives. Do you want some chives? Do it on the next one? Okay. Do you need a fork? Yeah? Do you want a knife? I only have a butter knife. There we go. Bonbon, you're not, that's not for you. That's not for you. I bet everyone watching is just like, oh, God. Yeah, Winslow just gets handed a crepe. Well, he's eating the ugly one to help me. He's really helping me out so I can make a pretty one. I feel like I do need this pan so I can fold it right. I let it get too crispy, right?
No, it's fine.
It's fine?
Yeah, maybe it was a little bit too crispy, but it's not bad. And the
Too much
flavor
cheese?
of the buckwheat crepe definitely brings me back
Yeah?
when I was a kid and had these, yeah.
Oh, that makes me feel good. Too much cheese?
No, that's good.
That's good?
Yeah.
Okay. Thicker crepe? Maybe I should be using a third. I think I'm going to switch to a third of a cup size.
Yeah,
So I
it is
have,
pretty thin.
yeah, so it's not so thin. I think I'm getting too, I get too, you know what I mean? Like I'm like overdoing it. Let's not be so nervous. Work confidently. Okay.
Here, I'm going to show people what it looks like.
As you're eating it, they want to see. That's funny. They're like, show us. Oh, is this one? Yes. Shit, this get too hot. Oops. Y'all are just cooking with me now. Okay. For the ham. Alright, we're trying it with a third of a cup. And we're going to dunk it in there. And I might not use all that batter, but at least I got it, you know, to work with. Got my wet thing and oh shit, god damn it, Vanessa, I turned my pan off in between. This burner gets so hot that if I leave it on, the pan will start, it just gets too hot. But give me a second. But look at, see how that kind of niced up? I'm gonna go from kind of cool so I have more room to work with. I don't want it so thin. Can I keep spreading? We're gonna try and fill the whole pan. Once it sets, you're kind of... Listen, I'm not like the pros who can just do it in one fell swoop. It's kind of interesting. The buckwheat has a has an anise scent to me. Anyway, that looks better. Try to make it a little thicker. Try not to be so nervous. Let's make this ham. Fry this ham. You know what? I think I'm going to do the ham. Well, we'll just do it. How's the ham?
Very nice. Definitely better than if it was cold. A little warmed up.
Oh yeah, you were so right. Good call, Winslow. Great call. Great call. Does it hit the spot?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hits the spot. You're feeling better.
But yeah, I think probably a little thicker will be a good idea.
Okay. I think this one is a little thicker. I think. I'm going to put the cheese on it now. I'm going to try and spread it out so it's not all in the middle. Although the edges get folded over, so kind of doesn't matter. Was it the right amount of spinach?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys can really have fun with these crepes. You know, you can do spinach, you could do asparagus, you could do, you know, mushrooms if you wanted. How do you say mushrooms in French?
Champignon.
Champignon. Champignon. I love that. You know what my favorite French word is actually? Pamplemousse.
Me too.
It's so funny to me. I don't know why. I just love it. I remember when I learned it, I was like, what? Pamplemousse. I was like, okay. Love it. Anyway, so ham is ready. This is ready. Okay, Winslow, are you ready for an egg?
Yeah.
Should I give Winslow the ugly egg or the pretty egg? Do you guys need to see me eating it? Maybe you can just cut it on. You want an ugly egg? I'll give you the ugly egg. Okay, but I'll give you an egg this time. I think by the third crepe, I'll have it good to go.
Yeah,
This one already looks better.
grapefruit, Marvin.
Hmm?
Marvin asked if that was grapefruit.
Means grapefruit. See, they just know how to do it. They're so good, and they're like those people who do it on the street vendors, you know? They're like exceptional. Okay, I don't want to make it too crispy. Yes, I'll put it in that plate for you. Okay, I'm going to make Winslow one more. Put a little spinach on the bottom, was what I did last time. It's like kind of like a pizza almost, you know what I mean? But not really. You don't want it 2 chunks of spinach. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, you can. And this egg right here, which I didn't, I'm gonna put just a pinch of salt on the egg. And then actually a crack of pepper. I gotta refill that. And then do you like chives?
Yeah.
These are fresh from my garden. Some chives. I'm going to fold. Oops. Let the egg be seen, you know? Okay, so this one was a little big. But I think that's pretty good. Pas mal. It's heavy. Oh shit. Okay, I had to use 2 hands there. Pas mal, pas mal. Okay, maybe a little too big. Right?
Yeah. No, that's fine.
It's okay. We're having fun here. We're having fun. I feel like the egg is hiding. Maybe I need a bigger plate, or I need to make them a little smaller. Okay. Let's keep going. This is the final crepe that I'm gonna make, okay? Deal, everybody?
Yeah.
Deal. And then maybe I'll go on Instagram Live and I'll eat it for everybody there. Or maybe we'll make some more and we'll just eat them. Turn that down. Turn this back on. Okay, Winslow?
Yeah.
What's the verdict?
So this one is a little thicker crepe and softer, and that's definitely more more appropriate.
More appropriate.
Well, I feel like if it's perfect, it's going to be softer in the middle of the crepe and crispy on the edges.
On the edges.
But that probably requires like perfect technique, you know.
It's not crispy on the edges?
Just a little bit.
Oh, God, Winslow. Tough critic.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So, ooh, hot. I feel like the what needs to happen maybe for that is like instead of me, it basically got soft in the pan.
Yeah.
So if I was instead like delivering it in some parchment to you right away, I think would help. Like there's a couple of things for how to get it crispier. Okay. Let's do mine. Let me grab a plate. I need bigger plates too, so they sit flat.
I'm going to show them the yolk on this egg is perfect.
Show them the egg. Slutty yolk. Slutty egg. Okay, this pan is hotsy-totsy. All right, Vanessa, you can do it. Thicker, you think?
Yeah, that was better.
Should I make it thicker than that?
No, this is good.
Okay. I'm going to try my best here. I'm going to turn this off for a second, actually, because I see it kind of smoking. We don't want that. And I want to make sure my stick is clean. Okay.
That was great.
I want to do...
Oh, Lauren's here a little late, says
L-O-R-E-N?
hi. Yeah.
Hi, Lauren. Hi. Lauren's in North Florida. Were you working out? Were you getting those gains?
Crayman says, can you deliver crepes to New Zealand, please?
Is that Courtney or is that what's the name?
Crayman number 5.
Crayman? Tell me who it is. What's your name? Okay. I'm going to put some cheese here.
It is Courtney.
Courtney. I'm so glad you could join us. Thank you for joining the club. I love that we have an international club. So it is Sunday for you at like what, 9 o'clock? I feel like this needs a bit more cheese. More cheese, please. And I'm going to dress this up in the pan so it stays crispy, because Winslow's critique was that it's not crispy enough. So we're going to dress it up in the pan, right? I think the spinach is, I don't want this to be wet at all. Yeah, maybe there's too much moisture in the spinach.
Yeah, it was a little bit leaky.
Leaky, right? Yeah, you got to squeeze out the spinach really well. That's not fun, but just do it.
All right, Courtney says 9 a.m. on Sunday, so watching from bed with coffee.
Love it. So, Courtney, you made coconut oil, and I was saying to Courtney in the messages, she has leftover flour from infusing the coconut oil, and I am such a cuckoo that I actually, I'm still dripping from this, I ran lab testing on flour after you infuse it to see if there was any potency left over in the flour, and there definitely is. So I know in New Zealand it's really hard to come by. So make sure you wring out your spinach. Sorry to jump. Make sure you really wring out your spinach, okay? We're learning here. That's what this process teaches us. So give it a good squeeze. You don't want any kind of moisture in it. I feel like I should give you another one, Winslow. Why don't you eat this one too, but I'll save that, not with another egg.
Okay, you should try it.
Yeah, I'll do another one.
Okay.
I'll grate some more cheese. Just eat, because I feel bad about that one. Because the spinach wasn't right. This will be better. Feel more confident about that. Oh, did I turn this off? Did I turn it off? Anyway, so there's some potency left in the flour, and you should, or you can, like make I was saying to make some meatballs, or make something that has like the chicken Kiev balls. You could just take some of that flour and put that in with the herbs there, or anything that's super flavorful. You're not going to taste the straight flour in. It doesn't have a lot of potency. So depending on your tolerance, for someone like Michelle, it's really not, you're probably not going to feel anything. But it's like, it's good for you, and then you're not wasting anything, and, you know, makes you feel like you're doing something with it. Of course, you can put it in the compost, although oil in compost isn't great.
Courtney says it's still illegal in New Zealand, but not hard to come by because law enforcement is relaxed a bunch.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know how hard it is to get concentrates there, because cooking with concentrates makes it so easy. As
Well, Marvin says they use a Pax vape and like to save the vaped bud to make low dose infusions.
with ABV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. There's some potency in ABV, so you might get some, like, maybe some CBN too, you know, so just be aware that it might make you sleepy. Are you full though, Winslow? Is that the issue?
I got one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are so pretty. I think it's such a fun recipe. Good idea, Winslow. Oh yeah. I'm just trying. What time is it?
2:26.
Oh, okay, we've been going for a minute. We'll go pretty soon.
Courtney says she's trying a Whole Foods diet, so the coconut oil is what she's cooking everything in right now.
Whole Foods diet, okay. Coconut oil is great like I was saying, I don't know if you heard me before, for a recipe like this, I wouldn't want to use coconut oil because unless you're using a really small amount, so you made it really potent. I don't know how potent your oil is, but then you can use just a little bit and melt it into the neutral oil. Oh wait, no, you're only using coconut oil. Shit, I don't know what to say there, because if you use coconut oil in this recipe, it might not work out. Okay. All right, Winslow, you want fucking crispy? Bring me your plate.
I'm not done with this.
Well, you better put it aside, because that's not too bad, so sad, like, here, monsieur, pour vous. Un petit croquant.
I'm being super spoiled right now.
And spoiled little brat. Oh my god, sorry. It's a brat. Here. Okay, manger. Yeah. No, you can't. We'll take a bite of the edges.
I'm gonna burn myself.
Just a little piece. Just crack a little piece off. Just try the crispiness. That's too big, man. Now you're gonna burn yourself and you're gonna blame me. And then I'm gonna feel badly. That's exactly what happened. That's not what I meant. I meant break a little piece off that. Yes. Try the crunchy. There you go. He gave me this. So, and I burnt his mouth. That's what you get. Okay. I'm force feeding Winslow Crepes. Eat them! Eat them all so I don't eat them. Actually, I feel like these are good for you.
You gotta make yourself one.
I'm doing it right now. This isn't for you. I think the third of a cup works way better. And I've stopped getting scared. I'm not so scared. Huh?
What's going on with that?
I'm just trying to clean off, like, if you have batter on it, it'll get caught in the pan, like, and I don't want to, I want it to slide like it did. You see how my technique has improved? Ooh! Ooh! Hot pan. Okay, where's my batter? Put it over here. All right, everybody, this is the money shot. Crispy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Telling you that Everclear just makes, I should do this as a recipe for them because not infused, obviously, but it's so good. And the alcohol, like, it totally burns off, but it just, that's the whole point, is it's volatile. All right, bitch, do this. Ooh. Ooh, I gotta turn this pan on. All right, it's not a perfect circle, but it's hard to do that, so we'll take it. We're gonna take it. I gotta grate some cheese.
Natalie said she bought those bowls from Sativa.
Really? Natalie, you did? Oh my god, that makes me so happy. Sarah's great. These ones, all of my plates are pretty much Sarah Kirsten. You know, they're heavy, but she's gotten into making these ones. I think these are my favorite plates right now. I should get more of these. I like the weight of these blue ones. It's just a really nice color. It's a nice weight. She's based in Oakland. and she's a friend of mine. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for supporting her. She's really works hard, and it's a hard thing to do to be an entrepreneur, you know, especially in an artistic field like ceramics. It's just so... Oh, I forgot my ham. Don't forget your ham. I'm a ham. I know it, you guys. It's okay. That's why you're here. Gotta be able to laugh at yourself a little bit. I didn't grate enough cheese. I'm making a mess. Okay, how's that one, Winslow?
Very good.
Right, with the spinach?
Very good.
Needed to be squeezed, right? Sorry, I didn't think of that. I did, but I just didn't do it enough. And the thickness is right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're like, yes, don't make me eat another one. If you say anything's wrong, I'm going to hand you another one.
Yeah, that's my limit.
This is your limit?
Yeah, you need to eat one.
I'm going to. This is mine. Right here. I'm doing it up. Got squeezed out spinach, okay? Squeezed it out. And we're going to dress it up. Well, that's so cool. I'll have to tell her that you got... I should talk to her about doing an ashtray. I mentioned it to her before. Be fun. Hi, Bonbon. Yes, you eating the cheese that fell on the floor? That's fair. That's fair game, Bonbon. Okay, listen. I'm going to do something because I like it the spicy.
Michelle asked, is a bacon cheeseburger crepe a thing?
Bacon cheeseburger crepe. Bacon cheeseburger. I don't know, but it sounds good.
It's a free country, Michelle. You can do whatever.
You heard. Okay, so I'm doing something because it's my crepe. So like Winslow said, it's a free country. So if you can wait, will you show them what I'm doing, Winslow? Sorry to make you switch, but this is a chili that I grow. So I'm just chopping that up because I like my shit a little spicy. Okay, and then we've got our ham, comme ça, and then we have our egg. I mean, come on, you guys. Can you see what I'm doing here? I just want to show you this fucking perfection. Look at that, bitches. Okay. You're not bitches. I just mean like anyone. I'm just being a bitch. Okay, and a little bit of salt on the top of the egg. And I need to put some more pepper in here, but there's enough for this. And then, okay, I want to flip this perfectly. I'm waiting because it needs to be a little bit crispier on the edges. This looks pretty fucking perfect. I wish I could. Can you bring your phone and take a picture? It looks so good, Winslow.
Yep.
I can do it. Here, I'll do it here. Okay. Sorry, I had to cheese ball it up a little bit because I'm so proud of these crepes. Okay, I'm folding it, trying to leave that yolk, right? Fold it here, leave that yolk visibly seen. Show off your yolk. Let's turn off this pan. Show off your yolk. Okay, by the last one, I feel like I have improved drastically. It's nice and crispy. Comme ça, comme ça. Look at that, you guys. Wait, this way? No, this way. This way. Okay, look at that. I wish I had a different plate. I'm going to put some chives on it so it's got a little bit of green. Because we need some green. Well, there's green in the crepe. How does everyone feel about our crepes today? I'm gonna eat this for all of you. All of those are off. Let me get rid of this.
Everybody says it looks amazing. Magnifique.
Très magnifique.
Courtney asks, are the sweet crepes also crispy, or is that because of the buckwheat? The sweet crepes are generally softer, but they do get a little crispy right at the edge.
Because they have sugar in them, so that's going to caramelize and get crispy. I'm going to do this. I'm breaking the yolk. Break the yolk with you. Wow. What a nice breakfast, brunch, whatever you want to call it. Mmm. Wow, with the Gruyere and the spinach. That's really good. Great recommendation, Winslow. Mmm. These are really good. Holy shit. And I put a little that chili in there. So it's got a tiny bit of heat. Ooh, and I forgot about the ham. This is a great. It's a great edible. I loved it. What's everyone think about the Saturday live stream? Do you want a coffee, Winslow?
Yeah, sure.
You would? Okay. I'll make us some coffee. We can keep streaming while I do that. Unless people want to go, they can go. I'm just going to keep eating this and I'll make us a coffee. It's so good. Mmm.
Yeah, everybody here is saying Saturday is great.
Everyone loves Saturday. Okay.
And we have a few more people than usual.
We do. I see the chat kind of popping off. So I'm going to, in the next week, hopefully I'll have an iPad. Although I feel like Winslow's doing a good job monitoring the chat, so.
They want to see how you make your coffee.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just putting water. So I put the water, here.
That's a macchinetta, right?
It's it's called a mocha. Macchinetta just means little machine. But mocha, you put it to here, to where this little spout is. I think I put a little too much water. Pour it out. Then I put this in. And you can tell, see, I put too much water. Okay, and then, 1 second. Take a bite. I'm just using Illy. I don't know. Did you eat all of them? No, you got a little bit left over of the other one. But the second one was better. You don't have to finish that either, Winslow. Don't feel obligated.
Too bad.
Okay. So this is espresso. It might be too fine, but we'll find out. And I don't usually use this big one because I'm just make coffee for me. Bonbon's not allowed to drink coffee.
Natalie has to leave.
What?
Natalie has to leave.
Natalie has to leave. Bye, Natalie. Thanks for joining. That's the live, We did the recipe. If anyone has to go, I won't be offended. We're just eating the crepes and gonna have a coffee and tidy up and then go about our day. What's everyone watching right now?
TV show wise?
Yeah. Winslow, are you watching anything? No. Or you don't want to tell us?
Lauren says WNBA.
WNBA? Oh. I didn't know that was going on right now. I'm sorry.
Eddie says watching the politics streamer called Destiny. Courtney says rewatching Game of Thrones.
Oh my god, I just did that the other day.
Jen says Tokyo Vice.
Oh yeah. Yep. I've seen that. I watched Game of Thrones. I rewatched Game of Thrones the other day. It was so funny.
Stuart says he's watching you.
Watching me? Yes. I know there's really nothing on TV. I think to myself, well, good thing I'm there for the club. I love these stasher bags. I need to get more. They're a small business, so they don't really have the money to sponsor the club, but I like their product. Do. Okay. Putting things away.
Marvin says they're on the reality shows, The Circle, The Anonymous, and Survivor.
The Circle, The Anonymous, and Survivor. You know, I love this. I love like survival shows like Alone and Naked and Afraid. And I don't know which other ones there are.
Lauren says The Perfect Couple.
Oh yeah, I watched The Perfect Couple.
Jen,
I watched that. I'm so bad. I watch everything.
Jen says Scavengers Reign.
Scavengers what? Rain? What's that on? I've never heard of that one. Bonbon, you want some cheese? You want some cheese crumbles? Well, put it in your bowl. Okay. She likes Gruyere. She's French. Her name is Bonbon.
Michelle says she loves British gardening shows.
Oh my God, Michelle, are you talking about Big Dreams, Small Spaces with Monty Don? Is that what you're talking about when you say British gardening shows? Please let me know in the comments. If it is, then I wholeheartedly agree, and I just want to know when there's going to be more. I mean, he's never going to do any more, but it was such a good show. Big Dreams, Small Spaces. Gardening legend, Monty Don.
Monty Don, she says.
Monty Don. Michelle knows what I'm talking about. It was so awesome. They go to these people and they'd be like if they came here to me and they were like, hey, what do you want to do with your garden? But they own their home. Like, what's your budget, right? And, are you looking it up? Big Dreams, Small Spaces.
Oh, I'm looking up Scavengers Reign.
Oh, okay. Anyway, does that look good too? I should watch that. Keep eating.
Oh, right. Scavengers Reign is an animated show that I haven't watched yet, but I see it's inspired. The artist looks like Mobius, and I love Mobius's art.
Oh,
I should
boy.
watch that. You know Mobius?
Mm-mm.
He's a French, comic book artist, and his art is super iconic.
I think I've seen it. I'll have to check it out. Maybe we should post things like that to the club. I'm just chowing down right now. What's nice about this is that there's so many elements to this dish that aren't infused that it just feels really balanced. You really don't taste weed when you've got spinach and Gruyere and buckwheat and ham and egg and all the chives, all of it. So, and when you're using a concentrate, like Michelle was talking about in the group chat, it's like you're not going to taste that green flavor as much because that's all coming from the plant matter. It's not coming from the THC and the cannabinoids. It's coming from the leaf of like the terpenes, the plant and the flavonoids. Hi. That's why when people, I don't like to add terpenes to my edibles. It makes it gross. Can you stop kicking me? No, I know what you want. You want another treat? You want more cheese. Fuck, I shouldn't have given her cheese. You don't boss me around. No, you don't boss me around. I don't know if they can hear her, but she's like, and she's twirling, trying to get more treats. I don't have anything for you. I can give you a fishy treat. Sit. 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 Okay, good girl. Go take that. Get out of here. Get out of my hair. Did I clean my milk frother? Yes, right? Yes. Oh, do you want a cappuccino or you want a cold coffee?
Just regular coffee.
Do you want a cafe con ghiaccio?
I don't know what that is, but sure.
Iced coffee?
Okay.
A little bit of sweet?
Whatever you think.
Yeah, okay. We won't do the cappuccino. We won't, it's too late. But we can have cafe con ghiaccio. That's okay. That's okie dokie. But we gotta cool down the coffee. She's eating cod skin. Having a great time of it. So Courtney's gone.
Yeah.
Bye, Courtney. Thanks for joining. Courtney all the way from New Zealand. And everyone who's joined me today. We're hanging out at this point. People can come and go as they please. We're just going to have our breakfast. You might as well join us while we're here. I'm going to smoke some pot while this coffee cooks. Bonbon is chomping on some cod skin. Here we go. I wish I could show you this. You can't see the coffee. Let me... See how nicely that's coming up? Sorry, it's not in focus. Focus, bitch.
Slow and steady.
Yeah, it's not spraying out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, keeps going like that. Anyway, so look at that, you guys. That's what we did. We're proud. We're awesome. Okay, I'll put it back now. I don't know what to do. Okay, let me get the fun part of this drink. This is in my book, although I call it orgeat. It's almond. Are you allergic to almonds at all?
No.
This is called orzata. I'm like, which way do I turn it? There we go. And it's an almond syrup. They have it. It's also called orgeat. You can use orgeat, which I think is more common in grocery stores. Okay, I'm gonna take this coffee that's still kind of popping up. Ooh. Just let it do its thing.
Michelle says Cali people are hella weird.
What do you mean?
Probably because of your orgeat syrup, I'm guessing.
The orgeat? Oh, it's an Italian thing, Michelle. It's not a Cali thing. Wait, why am I weird? Oh, that made me sad.
It's good to be weird. I'm proud weird.
Right. I'm going to pour this coffee over some ice, the espresso. It's pretty strong, so we can cool it down in some ice. This orgeat is got a lot of sugar in it. So we'll do like a that and a that.
Marvin says you should try the crepes with pesto, Italian cheese, and a roasted tomato jam. That sounds really
Yeah,
good.
that sounds great. And then let's get some more ice. We're going to take it as a compliment. Maybe we'll do it this way. And then this way, we're going to add some milk too. And some more ice. Didn't want to go in there. This is taking longer than it needs to, but we're having fun. Okay, let me get some straws. I like to I always clean my straws beforehand, even if they've been cleaned, because I just feel like straws are, you just got to. Get a straw cleaner and then make sure they're really clean, because straws are not, they're tiny little holes, which is good for bacteria. So clean them. Okay. So then, can I put some milk in yours, Winslow? Yeah. Okay. I only have this huge gallon jug, but we're just going to put a little bit. And if it's too much, I'll give you one. Okay. The orgeat, yeah, we're going to stir it up. Stir it up, stir it up. Okay. Got the orgeat at the bottom. Let's show you this one up close. Okay, Winslow, give it a whirl. At least you know Winslow's going to tell you the truth. More sugar? Too much sugar? Oh! Really? Try this one.
No, it's fine.
It's okay?
It's not too bad, but it's very sweet.
See, mine tastes perfect, but maybe I put more orgeat in yours. Or maybe, oh wait, you know what it is? You don't like sugar.
What?
You don't like sweet things.
Well,
So
I always put some sugar in my coffee, but
Wait, try this one. Here, switch straws. Let me try yours. Oh yeah, I put way too much in this.
yeah.
Okay, so don't put too much orgeat. Or zata, whatever
Yeah,
you want
it's
to call
nice.
it.
The orgeat flavor is a little subtle, but it's nice. It just makes it taste sort of smoky almond.
Right. So I'll just add a little more bitter to mine, right? Because it's too sweet. But that's okay. Oh, you know what actually I have in the fridge? I have some leftover. I'm such a kook. I am a kook, Michelle. A weirdo. I have some leftover coffee from yesterday, so because I put too much orgeat in this one, so it's sweet. This was real milky. It's okay. Put a little bit in there to help it out. There we go.
It sort of reminds me of the Vietnamese coffee with the condensed milk.
Yeah, exactly. Except for almond flavored condensed milk. So that's what this is. It's like an Italian Vietnamese coffee. In the south, in Puglia, they call it cafe. I don't know if it's cafe ghiaccio or cafe con ghiaccio. I'm going to Google it. Cafe is Caffe, and then it would be con, C-O-N. Ghiaccio is Giaccio.
Yeah, cafe con ghiaccio.
Cafe con ghiaccio. And it means coffee with ice. And they serve it in leche. They serve it in Puglia. It's the only time you really can have coffee with milk afternoon in Italy. And it's really a summer drink. So we're having it at the end of fall. Or the beginning of fall. And that's okay. What are people saying, Winslow?
Not much.
Sit. I see comments coming in. They're not saying anything, just like hands up.
Eddie said cafe ghiacciato.
Ghiacciato. Iced coffee, yeah.
Michelle says we're too sophisticated, and also French bacon for the win.
French bacon?
I think the French bacon she was thinking of prosciutto.
Oh, yum. I'm sure the French have bacon, don't they?
Yeah, she said, what's the French bacon that starts with a P? And I couldn't think of anything, and I felt bad.
French bacon that
But
starts
then,
with a
but,
P?
But then it turns out she was thinking of prosciutto.
Oh, prosciutto. Yep. Yep. All right, Bonbon. Are you ready to go? You gonna stop bugging me? She's such a little funny girl. Are you gonna go run around today with your friends? Okay, what's outside? Who's outside? What's outside? She just wants me to feed her. All right, everybody, I'm going to go. Winslow and I are going to clean up. We're going to finish drinking our coffee. I hope you enjoyed our live stream today on Saturday. We'll be back. So no live stream on Wednesdays anymore. We're doing Saturdays now. How does that feel? Everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Winslow, how do you feel about that?
Feels good.
And if Winslow ever needs to take a Saturday off, or if I ever need to take a Saturday off, we'll let you know beforehand, and that's it. And we'll figure it out, okay? Don't worry.
All right, take care, everyone.
Have a good weekend.